Okay, Buffet. Woo! R. So let's quickly go through the way the remix I made as a tribute to Layabo. I got the vocal and I was like, okay, sure, let me do something. But at first I didn't know what to do. Just had to make sure behind the recorder. So I started the way with like style as a broken introspection, but that didn't work out. It wasn't bad also. Yeah, it was actually good, but I felt like doing this was going to make it better. Okay, so let's get into it. So what we're gonna start with is it drums because there are very few of them, and yeah, less drums always make sense to me these days. Mainly because less drums are always like easier to mix. But okay, preferences. Okay, that's my simple drum pattern, and here I have my kick, that percussion, and then the way sprinkly shy upper, which is it's more of a, I used it as like a clap on the two. So the way it's a layer, and then I have a clap. I did a tutorial about claps whereby I covered most of these things, whereby I talked about layering and pre-shifting. So those claps are pre-shifted and they're layers. And also there's this one which I regard as my main clap. Yeah, that's my main clap. It's sort of my main clap in it because I introduced it a bit later on. And on it's also pinned a bit to the left. Yeah, so guys, everything is mixed well when it comes to as a clap. Enjoy it. So next I have the open hi-hat, and this is something that I never do. I don't think I've ever introduced an open hi-hat so early. Good track. It's always like the closed ones, and yeah. But as new drums I have leeway also. And the shakers. Away and some shakers and more shakers. And a conga loop up. Yeah, and that's like all of my drums I get to ever use a track. Like everything sounds very, very simple. I wanted to keep it that way because the track is like a bit chilled, mellow, and a bit soulful nyana. So I didn't want to make everything complicated. Yep. So let's move on going to his sounds. I have a pad up which I always use. I'm sure everyone knows that. Let me turn on his effects. I have lapad coupled with a melody amiqala. Yes, I'm trying to get through these plugins also because Lena Nexus Illusionize one, and Lena is the pad that I have always used. So I did the project way before I got Lo FL Umcha. And then next is Lewe. As you can see, Tule, because of Morphine is not haven't purchased the plugin. So this is Morphine Crystal EP for E chords. And what I love about Lena, it's always lap. Nazi chords zam. Same chords I used here. Ake andimfakanga la. Maybe it would have made sense, maybe it would have not, I don't know. Then up I have crystal keys, morphine also. And we have a flute king. Flute is from Citrus. Beat pen to the left, to the right, yeah, with some effects. And then I have my bass line from Nexus Transpace 3. Yeah, what else? And then I have my second melody, last one. And which is a tremble. Yeah. So what I want us to discuss is structure again with this point, because I'm done with almost the track. So at this point I have a vocal chop up. I copied and pasted 4 times. So I used the part with that vocal chop as my intro towards the first verse, which starts at this point whereby there's a few off drums, because I wanted the vocal to like stand out at that point. So I removed, as I clap, my main clap, the open hi-hat, and I just kept my drums and introduced melody. No, not melody, chords. I introduced the chords exactly on that part. So let's play Leopold up. So that was my strong weapon against the track. Was like I had to more it pago arrangement. So rely more on arrangement, because there's not much I've added when it comes to its sounds and drums. So how I arrange the track, keep removing some stuff and keep adding some stuff there and removing there and then bringing something else there to make it a bit more complicated, if I would say, in terms of the arrangement other than it sounds in itself. So that's what I did from up with the first verse. And then when I came to this part, I regard as the chorus. That was when I like brought everything in, because up I introduced it like the way bestating this thing. I introduced my shaker, I introduced my bass, I introduced my flute. Yeah. So I introduced Zongo Ezand on the chorus, just for the chorus to be like fire. Okay. That went very well, and then, but it was short-lived anyway, so I had to move on to a second verse, which I did almost the exact same thing on that first verse, but I kept my main clap this time, and then I introduced my conga loop labo. So another thing that you guys should take note of, Claire. Okay, I just noticed, but I lost my visuals. But okay, luckily another thing you should take note of is how I like manipulated the cutoff for verses and choruses. Yeah. The part in the eternal small part up, whereby I brought back most of my drums and shakers, just to like introduce like a second chorus up, whereby I was going to add a second shake and most of the other things that I didn't add on the first one. Let's go. Okay, this part may well as be my favorite, and what I'd say about the part, I'd also would have loved to play a solo. If I was good on playing keys, I was definitely going to play something solo at this point here, because it's more of a break nyana, whereby we're going to like climax for the last time and then go towards the outro. So it's a space nyana that I wanted to do something interesting. That's why I did the way. Yeah, these two together like very, very powerful. So I just brought them in at that point, and then I have the melody also. I talked about complementary melodies on my other video. I think you guys should check it out, because I have la melody and I also have le. Where's the other one? So when they play together, like, yeah, sounds dope. And I think, yeah, that is it. I think that's it for this one.